Chapter 17 of the book of Matthew. Chapter 17. And after 6 days Jesus takes Peter and James and John his brother with him, and brings them up into a high mountain apart. And he was transfigured before them, and his face shone as the sun, and his garments became white as the light. And lo, Moses and Elias appeared to them, talking with him. And Peter answering said to Jesus, Lord, it is good we should be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, for thee one, and for Moses one, and one for Elias. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and lo, a voice out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I have found my delight. Hear him. And the disciples, hearing it, fell upon their faces, and were greatly terrified. And Jesus, coming to them, touched them, and said, Rise up, and be not terrified. And lifting up their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus alone. And as they descended from the mountain, Jesus charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no one, until the Son of Man be risen up from among the dead. And his disciples demanded of him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And he answering said to them, Elias indeed comes first, and will restore all things. But I say unto you, that Elias has already come, and they have not known him, but have done unto him whatever they would. Thus also the Son of Man is about to suffer from them. Then the disciples understood that he spoke to them of John the Baptist. And when they came to the crowd, a man came to him, falling on his knees before him, and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic, and suffers sorely. For often he falls into the fire, and often into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they were not able to heal him. And Jesus answering said, O unbelieving and perverted generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked him, and the demon went out from him, and the boy was healed from that hour. Then the disciples, coming to Jesus apart, said to him, Why were not we able to cast him out? And Jesus said to them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say to this mountain, Be transported hence there, and it shall transport itself, and nothing shall be impossible to you. But this kind does not go out but by prayer and fasting. And while they abode in Galilee, Jesus said to them, The Son of Man is about to be delivered up into the hands of men, and they shall kill him, and the 3rd day he shall be raised up. And they were greatly grieved. And when they came to Capernaum, those who received the didrachmas came to Peter and said, Does your teacher not pay the didrachma? He says, Yes. And when he came into the house, Jesus anticipated him, saying, What dost thou think, Simon? The kings of the earth, from whom do they receive custom or tribute? From their own sons or from strangers? Peter says to him, From strangers. Jesus said to him, Then are the sons free. But that we may not be an offense to them, go to the sea and cast a hook, and take the first fish that comes up. And when thou hast opened its mouth, thou wilt find a stater. Take that and give it to them, for me and thee.